Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching this video from. This is Cornelius Tubinda with another video, and in this video we're going to answer the 2025 Paper 1 External Question 6, which reads, prove the identity 1 plus sine theta divided by cos theta squared plus 1 minus sine theta divided by cos theta. Everything squared minus 2 is equivalent to 4 tan theta squared. So this one was the 2025 external paper 1, and the approach is we need to choose the left hand side and be very careful while answering. So we'll do just that. We are going to say left hand side. After that we'll say is equal to, we have a1 plus sine theta divided by cos theta. So 1 plus sine theta you divide by cos theta, everything squared, plus a1 minus sine theta you divide by cos theta, and then everything squared minus 2. This was the left hand side. Then what we're going to do is we're not going to what we're going to do is be very careful the way you expand this, because you can see the power 2 there. So be very careful. We're going to say is equal to, let's expand this. It means we are saying 1 plus sine theta, okay, then squared, divide by this, cos theta has to be squared, so we just say divide by cos theta squared plus 1 minus sine theta, everything has to be squared, you divide by cos theta squared. And then from there, when you reach this point in time, you can just simply combine it. So it's the same as saying is equal to, a1 plus sine theta, which has to be squared, plus a1 minus sine theta, which has to be squared, and then everything you divide by what? You divide by cos theta, which has to be squared. Then now we can expand the brackets. Of course, even here it has to be squared. Okay, let's see that. Let's just write that again. So it's equal to a1. Okay, so this is where we ended. So I'm supposed to say is equal to a1 plus sine theta squared plus a1 minus sine theta. Alright, we really get what's happening here, right? You divide everything by cos theta squared. Then reach this point in time, you can say is equal to, expand the brackets. So a1 squared is a1. 1 times sine theta is a sine theta, times 2 is 2 sine theta. So plus 2 sine theta. And then sine theta squared will be, sine theta times sine theta is sine theta squared, like that. And then you have this bracket here, which is going to become plus 1, because 1 squared is a 1, and then 1 multiplied by a negative sine theta will be negative sine theta times a 2 is negative 2 sine theta. Okay, like that. And then you're going to have negative sine theta times negative sine theta, giving you a positive sine theta squared, plus sine theta squared, everything you divide by cos theta squared. Of course, I was supposed to not forget the minus 2. Okay, we can just forget about the minus 2. If you want, you can simplify the minus 2 right there. So due to space, I can't write it there, so I write it on the next step. But there's some things we can cancel out here. We have the 2 sine theta. 2 sine theta can cancel out. And then we have sine theta squared there, and sine theta squared there, when you add them, they are going to give you a 2. And then you have a 1 plus 1, it's going to give you a 2. So you're going to have is equal to 2 plus 2 sine theta squared divided by cos theta squared minus a 2. So a 2 is the same as dividing by 1. Then to continue to become a 2 plus 2 sine theta. Okay, or let's first start by finding the lowest common denominator, which is cos theta squared, because 1 and 1 can go into cos theta squared, and cos theta squared can go into itself. So it can go into itself once, so you're going to have a 2 plus 2 sine theta, like that, which has to be squared, of course. And then 1 into cos theta squared is cos theta squared, so minus 2 cos theta squared. And from what we can remember, we remember that from our answer we had tan theta squared. So this cos theta squared has to become something having sine theta squared. So this is going to simply become is equal to a 2 plus 2 sine theta minus 2 1 minus sine theta squared, because that's cos theta squared. Then you divide by what? Cos theta squared, which is point in time you can say is equal to 2 plus 2 sine theta squared, like that. And then you're going to say minus 2, then you're going to say plus sine theta squared. Then what you can see here is the positive 2, the negative 2, they cancel, and then 2 sine theta squared, then here it's supposed to be 2 sine theta squared, okay, because we are distributing this negative 2 in this bracket, and because it's a negative sign there in front of sine theta, it's going to become positive. So positive 2 sine theta squared, like that. You divide by what? Cos theta squared. Then if you add them, you are going to have is equal to 4 sine theta squared over cos theta squared, which is equal to 4 times sine theta squared over cos theta squared, which is equal to 4 tan theta squared, like that. So we have found what they are asking us to find. We say therefore left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence proven. And that's it. That is what was required of you for this particular question. Thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Cornelius Tubinda with another video, and bye bye.